Hello, everybody. Welcome back to round one, game one here. I'm Conley Woods. It's TCGplayer.com. We're playing some Rug Planeswalkers, Rug Super Friends, if you want to call it. Rug Walkers is my preferred uh, nomenclature. We also have some dragons in here. So I guess it's kind of Rug Dragon Walkers. That sounds kind of cool, actually. Let's call it that. This hand's legit. We have Oath of Nissos we can cast on turn one if we want to. I think I'm going to opt into that, and I'm going to do it off of Forest, and then I could do it off of Yavimaya Coast and then play Shivan Reef on turn two, actually, to have Silumgar scoring up. That might actually be the better play. This hand's pretty good for an opening. This is like an ideal opening hand for our deck, I would say. We have action to either find a dragon, which will turn on, or to Scorns. Scorns also just fine in the early game as a force spike. Alternatively, we can find a Planeswalker and start getting some value, and just having two counter spells on the play, which is always going to be very, very strong. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to play the super greedy route here in terms of damage, and just go turn one Oath of Nissos, so that way I could have turn two Silumgar scoring open. Off of Yavimaya Coast, specifically. Our mana is great too in this hand. Okay, so we're just gonna land. I'm gonna take the red land because we're gonna need a second red for Chandra's, and we already have Lumbering Falls, so. Not a great reveal there, but we got rid of another land, so it's not the worst. If he's aggro, we're going to be a little behind. We put a Radiant Flames on the bottom, and we don't have any actual removal right now. But the Scorns will at least keep his kind of secondary wave from doing much. He's playing Island, so he's probably not going to do anything on turn one. That's nice. We have the Forest for this to untap. We only have a couple Forests in our deck, so this is almost always going to come into play tapped. But this is one of the rare instances where we drew a land where it won't come to play tapped. The bad part about that, of course, is that we drew another land when we're about 25 deep right now. I'm just gonna. Oh, he's probably the all spells deck. It plays like Jace's Sanctum and stuff like that. I think we ran into it before. So here I'm gonna definitely play Game Trail. Reveal this. Play this. Doesn't really matter which one I keep. All land. Wow, what is going on, deck? I only have 25 lands in here. I certainly don't need that forest. There's a lot of lands. I think I have 4 lands on the bottom. Have I shuffled since then? I don't think so. I could counter this, but he's not expecting any type of counter magic, almost certainly. And I can still get the Jace's Sanctum out of him, or a Planeswalker, something like that. So I think it's worth holding on to. What do I got going on here? Alright, certainly not running out that Oath. Not yet. Next turn I can. If I want, I'll have 5 mana to be able to keep scoring open. Kind of sucks that he knows all these lands in our hand. I'm hoping he just casts a Sanctum here and he doesn't think about it. He or she, I guess I should presume. Narset, I will counter that. Drawing an Oath of Jace is actually pretty nice considering how many lands we've drawn this game. I'm just going to play this, reveal this, and play this. Discard. I kind of want to have 6 mana next turn, so I'm going to discard Lumbering Falls, Shivering Reef. That way I can, I have Dragon now to reveal the Silumgar score, so I can counter anything, which is nice. And I could just Chandra next turn to start going to town. I could have discarded Radiant Flames there potentially because it might be dead, but there's a chance that he's running the 6 mana Rise from the Tide, Rising Tides, Rise. I think it's Rise from the Tides, the one that makes a bunch of 2/2 zombies. Some of them run that to kill. Other people just use Part the Water Veil. This. This should give us a safe path back to just start beating in. We are a very controlling deck, of course, but we have some proactive elements. All of our Planeswalkers kind of give us, and our Dragons give us kind of a tap-out feel. So yeah, we're a control deck with some number of counter spells. I guess we were just playing around, not revealing a dragon. Just scry 0. Make sure you don't take damage for this if you have an Oath out, since you can spend any mana. Attack for 6. That's a lot of damage. This is also a matchup where we're pretty happy to have Oath of Chandra as our removal spell over something more concrete like Fiery Impulse, more natural, because Fiery Impulse is basically 100% dead against him, whereas the Oath at least does some damage with your Planeswalkers. So, in an ideal world, we're not going to have either of them in our deck post board, but we'll maybe have a Chandra or something. Ooh, drew 2 counterspells and Dragon. That's nice. I'll scry 1. Bottom. Draw. Jaboka's kind of nice as well. So I'm going to play this, and can I leave open? I can't, right? No, I have 7 mana, so I can't quite. I should have. Oh, that was bad. That was real bad. That was bad. Oh well. Oh well. Because I have 2 counter spells, it's not the end of the world. I should have. For some reason, I thought I had 8 mana. Why did I think I had 8 mana? I knew I played a 6-drop last turn. That's just stupid. I guess I could play this. There's not a lot of harm in doing so. Gets a card out of my hand in case he days. Undoing. Yeah, I 100% should have played Lumbering Falls or Fumarole here, and not the Haven. That was just poor. For some reason, I played Haven because I needed the white mana to cast the Dramoka, which is fine, but I didn't have 8 mana to be able to play Dramoka and leave open Silumgar Scorn, so it's just a bad play. And it leaves me without access to 4 blue mana, which is even worse. So I'm just going to counter this. It's basically the most important card in his deck, I would argue. Sure, another ring. I think I'll put this on the bottom, because I would like to hit an untapped land. Oh, that's not that bad. It does. This will actually do a couple damage. It'll increase my scry, and I can still Silumgar Scorn. Put a 2/2 into play. Just gonna take 2. I think it's 2, right? Yeah. All the damage helps out a little bit at this point. Next turn I could activate a Fumarole too if I want to get in even more damage. Just give us +2/+2, Vigilance, and Haste. Oh, so I can actually just play Dragon Lord. Never mind, that's way better. Play Dragon Lord, give it Haste. Dragon Lord plus... I gotta counter this. He's only got 3 mana up after this. He can Daze Undoing, that's not a big deal. He'll just be dead if this keeps him from having any untapped mana. Of 3. No, that's not a big deal. Dramoka plus Arlinn Cord is nice. I only have 2 Arlinn Cords in the deck because they're usually kind of weak in low creature decks. But all of my creatures are giant dragons, so that makes it a little. I mean, obviously I have like 4/4 dragons off Sarkhan. Get double scry here. I don't really need either of these. I'm only really looking for counter magic, so I'm just gonna put Lotus on the bottom. Draw. Sure, I'll play this. I'm gonna play this and he can't really do anything about it. Can't cast spells on my turn. And then do this. And then... Oh! Okay, I can just shoot him, luckily. I'm stupid. I flipped. I totally forgot it flips when you make a wolf. I was reading the front side. Alright, we'll chalk that one up. We still get to attack for 8 and then shoot him for 3. This is a fun first game with this deck. I'll say that much. We had a very good draw against our opponent. We didn't basically draw any removal against them. Drew like a Noth, Chandra. You can't play any spells. At least I can just go to the face here. Man, I screwed that up with making the wolf. Oh well. Alright, so let's board out all of our, or as much of our specific removal as possible. Includes these. These seem pretty bad, but at least they're dragons. These are also pretty bad. Negates in, Scatter in, Thought Knots in. Thought Knots should be relatively easy to cast. We have 4 Yavimaya Coast, 4 Shivan Reefs, and 4 Havens. So I'm assuming they're going to be easy to cast. I have 1 slot left, so I'm going to take out one of these and bring in 2 Icefall Regencies because they're cheaper. I could leave in an Oath of Chandra instead of a Dragon Lord Tarka. Might be better. Then again, having the dragons in my deck for the Silumgar Scorn is also nice. Yeah, I'll just give this a shot with the extra dragon. It ups my dragon count by 1, so I have 7 dragons. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I only have 6. 6 dragons, and then obviously Sarkhan and stuff. Yeah, I'll just leave it like this, just because I think Silumgar Score is very important. Obviously, the negates are going to help as well in the scatter, but we'll try this out. And we'll be back for Game 2 of Round 1 here. Conley Woods, TCGplayer.com. Alright, welcome back to Game 2 here. This hand's pretty interesting. I think I'm going to keep it. My opponent mulliganed. I need a lot of blue mana, and I'm aware of that. But I am on the draw. I have an Oath of Nissa, which can find a blue land. Game Trail is a pretty nice land to have that isn't a blue land. The Haven is kind of awkward, but, you know, it's whatever. At least it's a second land. Basically kind of counting on this oath just to find me the land. I am running 25 lands plus 4 oaths, which is a lot. He could counter this. Oh, it's kind of bad. I mean, I haven't missed a land drop yet. And I just put 3 non-lands on the bottom. So I'm due for a land. I'm hoping it's like a Yavimaya Coast would be ideal. Probably be the best land possible. Because Nissa can, no. But it's not a terrible one. At least it produces green, so I can Nissa next turn. This is not great against him, but it does build towards an ultimate, which is nice. So he has to deal with it, and you can make enough plants to where you -2 a couple times and you win the game. That's a good draw. He hasn't done anything threatening yet. This should resolve, I imagine. Nope, he's negating it. That feels like the wrong card to go fight over, but we have no way to deal with Sanctum or anything once he gets it in play, so it's unfortunate for us, but, you know, gotta do what we gotta do. I think we just Arlen Cord here. I can't keep open Silumgar yet. Silumgar scoring because I don't have second blue, so. Hopefully I'll get this to flip back over before. Only the middle one flips it, right? Yeah. This top ability also pairs with Nissa's ability pretty nicely. So now he's going off. He's going to be pretty far ahead until we get a second blue mana. I guess if I can get down like Jamoka next turn, I really would needed to have Arlen Cord. I mean, I think it was correct to make a 2/2 Wolf there and not the other way, but which is ultimate at 6. Okay. He's got to discard a card still. It's actually not the worst if I have to Chandra next turn. If I draw an untapped land and could have played Jamoka, I could just play Chandra, get him for 6, 8 total, shoot him, flip this, and then have the other side ready for the +2/+2 vigilance and haste. And then so that would be 8, 14, 15, 16 damage that turn. So this turn would be 8. He's going to gain a bunch of life in the process. But it would be 8 this turn and 16 next turn. That's 24. Oh, plus the 3, so 27 damage. He can probably gain that much, but we'll see. There's a chance I kill him in 2 turns. Obviously, I have to draw an untapped land for that to even be a thing. Okay, another Prism is one of those 3 cards. Is pretty, ooh, that's a good one for me. He's not going to have a ton of gas in his hand, I'm hoping. He's got another Sanctum and Engulf the Shores and Apart the Water Veil. Do I care about any of this? Part the Water Veil, I would say, is the scariest card, but it doesn't really do anything on its own. If I take the Engulf the Shores, he just spends his turn casting a Jace's Sanctum, takes a bunch of damage. I'll take the Engulf the Shores. 3. So he either takes an extra turn here and does nothing with it except for get a Scry, or he plays his Sanctum, which is most likely. So he's got 2 Sanctums in play, but he's not doing much up with it right now. I could still draw a blue mana to be able to counter that part the Water Veil, which would be insane. Okay, not quite. But it gets me somewhere next turn, I guess. I can't activate this even, that sucks. See, if I make a 2/2, I could flip this. It's better to make a 2/2 here. I'm probably going to leave open Scatter next turn anyway, so. This flips, now I can +1/+1 and trample my team, which gets me 3 damage. Otherwise, I could have had 6, 14 damage. Exactly. If he had nothing, just maybe I should have. Maybe I'm just playing bad. No, I would have been 2 more damage this turn. So he could have gained. Now, because he's going to gain more than 4 life. He just has to play 2 blue spells. All he has to do is part the Water Veil and play another spell. So I can't. Yeah, I can't really go on that line. Okay, well he's not doing anything with this. He just takes an extra turn. Well, also I can Chandra. I can Chandra plus Arlen Cord. How much damage is that? 4, 8, 14, 19 damage. It's pretty good. Man, maybe I should have +1 to Arlen. I'm feeling it was the correct call. Haste just provides so much damage from my deck. He's taking his extra turn, so he didn't do anything with that other 2 mana, which is fine. So he's got 2 cards here. Okay, his turn's over. Alright. So I got a Scorn, but no Dragon. I have a Thought-Knot Seer. I could Sarkin. Let's see, I could Sarkin and make a Dragon and have Scorn open, or I could Thought-Knot, double Oath. Let's see. The best possible would be if I Oath into Dragon and then have Scorn plus Thought-Knot. Let's lead with that play. Because if this works, it's just insane for me. So. No, I did hit a Chandra. Chandra is lethal if it resolves. So I take the Chandra and go for it, I guess. So it's 8, 14, 19. Yeah, any instant, any lives, though. He's got to have an instant, right? Engulf the Shores is just too easy, and I won't have... I could, in theory... No. I'm going to attack. I think he's going to go off the shore here. I think I probably let it resolve. Oh, secure the waste for x equals 5. That's fine. Man, so he didn't gain any life off this. I could have potentially won. I think I probably Oath of Jace after this. He's going to throw 4 in front of Thought Knot. Maybe that's not correct. Maybe Thought Knot's just better. He just scryed 2 though. He put on top twice, yeah. Okay, kill those things. Kill that little thing. Kind of like this play. I feel like it just feels right to me. Maybe we get to Oath of Nissa afterwards. Alright, got there on that. So it's been... This and this. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo. I really want to counter this. I could have potentially just Dragon Lord Silumguard it, but I'm just worried about it. He's just going to double rebound something right away and just get me. Alright, he's negating. It's probably not that bad for me. He might not be able to do anything cool with it now because he's only got 2 mana. I mean, he's probably still going to. But I might be able to Silumguard and do something. Let me put it in thoughts. Okay, he's going to cast that, obviously. I could just attack this. I could just play Dramoka plus attack it. Not worry about stealing it. Get to Scry beginning my turn. That helps. If I find counter magic, that's huge for me. Alternatively, I can Sarkin. Ooh, double Thought Knot. Double Thought Knot's probably pretty good. Double Days Undoing and apart the water wheel. So all I'm going to do is just like take both Days Undoing. No, I just take apart the water veil and negate. I guess the negate doesn't matter. Just force him to Days Undoing. Actually, that's not that good. If I just take both Days Undoings, What's he do? I kill Narset. And I do 2 damage to him. And he's got Part the Waterville, so he's got a dude. Yeah, alright, take Days Undoing. Take Days Undoing. Narset, him. So Narset's gone, so he gets no double Part the Waterville combo-ness. He's got a Part the Waterville, so he gets one extra turn. Negate's basically dead, as long as I don't play Chandra, which I don't need to. If he makes a big drag or a big elemental, I can steal it with Silumgar pretty easily. Could also double block this thing if I really wanted to. It gives my card, so I don't think I will because I don't care about the damage too much. But actually, I do. I'm at 19. 3 hits doesn't kill me, I guess. Okay. And I have the Jamocha. He gets some scries here. He can hope to like chain these into something. We'll see. Put on bottom, bottom. If I double block this, is that just good for me? He just doesn't have a creature at that point. Oh yeah, he's attacking this. I do want to double block it. I think this is correct. He just doesn't have a creature at this point, so he can't do any extra damage on his turns. I gave him 1 card, but he's already used multiple Part the Watervilles. 2 Part the Watervilles are gone. 3 Days Undoings are gone, and then Engulf the Shores is gone. Oh yeah, that block is probably good because it let me get value out of my guys before Engulf the Shores too. Wow, that was it. That's the end. Guess I put this on top. Maybe he's got an Engulf the Shores here. He's got Engulf the Shores, he's got to cast it in response to my trigger. And I get to play another one, give that one haste. Oh, he kept a Part the... Ooh, I get to take... I guess I just take Part the Waterville, right? He's going to cast a... Man, what do I do? What do I do here? If he engulfs the shores, that's not that bad. If I take Secure the Waste... I mean, a bunch of 1/1s doesn't matter all that much. I have a Chandra to clear out the way if I really need to. He's not going to win with Part the Waterville alone. Guess I take the Part. Yeah, let's take the Part the Waterville. I think this is one I can play this turn. I don't think he's going to engulf, because if he does, he's going to cost himself another spell probably from. But he might just make a bunch of blockers here and block. So he's only got 1 Part the Waterville, 1 Days Undoing left in his deck. He's just taking 1,000,000. He's at 6. I can't do anything with my mana. He's engulfing. Assume he's also going to make tokens and attack my thing. We'll see. He gets 7 tokens if he wants it. I could have taken a golf there, but I think he just secures the waste and then parts the water veils and wins. Why is he keeping a mana open always? Like, if I had Silumgar scoring, he knows I have Dragon. I revealed Drahoka to him. I took what I thought was the most impactful spell, but it might have been wrong. If I had taken to secure the waste, the water veil probably wouldn't have done it on its own. If I had taken ensure, I feel like I lose to part the water veil plus secure the waste if I take the engulf. I have double Thought Knots here if he passes the turn, so he's basically got to win now. Oh, he drew his last part the water veil. If so, he's got lethal. He's got 24 damage. Dang. Quite the game. Man, he has 4th part the water veil. Let's see if he attacks 3. If he attacks only 9 at me, and 12, we still got it. Doesn't matter. You literally have it. Radiant Flames are kind of interesting now that I know, but I guess I'm not. We're gonna have really a chance to beat it like that anyway. All right, just got to run it back. I probably should not have countered something, or not countered. Probably should not have thought out that last turn. If I, man, I don't know. It was tough. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, we'll be right back for game 3 here in the. I'm gonna swap this out for this. Now that I saw that, we'll be right back for game 3 of round 1 here momentarily. TCGplayer.com, Conley Woods. Be right back. All right, welcome back. Game 3 here with our Rug Dragonwalkers deck. Going to keep this hand. It's got a negate and 2 oaths. We only have 2 oaths in our deck, so of these oaths. A pretty good mana, no damage from our lands, which doesn't matter too much in this matchup. But a much better overall hand. We're going to lead with the green tap land. In case I draw Oath of Nissa or something like that, I can cast it without needing to play the forest. Good card, although we can't do anything with it right now. I'm just going to run one of these out. Usually don't need a negate up till turn 4 when he plays Sanctum. He might counter this. I'm okay with it if it does. Whoa. Alright, so let's discard Chandra and other oath. I want to keep the dragon for the Silumgar Scorn. I have a negate. Obviously, this card's pretty good. Alright, another funeral, not the worst. Just keep playing tap lands. We can play both our counter spells at this point. Wish we had some artifact or enchantment removal in our deck. Surprised we don't. What options are there? I don't even know. Let's negate that. I guess I could pretty much negate everything in his deck, but I can Sark in here. It's a little risky. Because like the mana I can't do anything with. It lets him. I'm just gonna pass the turn. I have counter magic up still. I'll wait one more turn before I have to pull the trigger there. Just gonna cast this without revealing. He's also got 4 minutes on his clock. Pretty rough on him. Alright, that's nice. I can almost Sarkin into Thought Knot. I kind of just like Sarkin here, make a 4/4. Actually, Thought Knot's probably really strong, now I think about it. He's probably like, yep, he's got one Sanctum. The rest of this is just poop. Couple negates. I guess the pour over the pages here, but so he gets to have one negate up. He discarded a part of the water wheel. So I can't cast a creature here, which is not the end of the world. I would have liked to build a Sarkin plus creature, but what are you gonna do? Right, he's got 2 Engulf the Shores, so I can't mess with that. So I probably just take this Narset. Actually, I'm not too worried about Narset because I could just kill it with a Tarka if he plays that. So I'm just gonna take the part the water wheel. I'm gonna take the part the water wheel. I think I just keep him from winning at this point. He's got 3 minutes left on his clock. I don't think the Narset's proactive enough. Plus, like I said, I have five free damage. He drew another pour. Pour takes a bit of time to resolve. I can actually play a Tarka here, which is immune to Engulf the Shores, and I'll be dealing 8 damage this turn. Actually, if I draw... Oh, nice. That's kind of sweet. I can actually just attack for 4. Dang, I have 8 mana. Attack for 8, play a Sarkin. Make a 4/4, so I have a million things, and he can't. If he engulfs the shores, I'm going to counter. Now he can counter. He can negate the engulf the shores. Bottom, draw a card. this because why not? Yeah, I'm just going to force him to engulf here, and then double Thought Knot him afterwards. I could have fought there over negate, but if I do that, or to force out his negate, but if I do that, I can't double Thought Knot post-combat, and I know he can't interact with these, so I figured this was just the safest. I'm going to take apart the Water Veil here. And then like a Narset here. She doesn't even care about Narset. I don't really care about Narset. Let's take Secure the Wastes. No, he's not going to play Secure the Wastes anytime soon. I'll take Narset. Play this. He's just doing nothing. He's got so little going on. 3 negates, 2 engulf the shores, secure the wastes. Put it on top. Can I just double? I could just, yeah, animate double counter. He's going to gain 2, yeah. I should have animated this because it does more damage, but this does 11, which is exactly what I need. In all this, he goes to 11. He's being attacked.